Hello, Virgos, and welcome to this, your May 1st through May 15th reading. We're going to look at some influential energies, have a quick peek at what's going on for you, and have a look at the outcome, see what's going to be happening for you come the middle of the month. I'm recording this video here at the end of April, and a very warm welcome to anybody born under the sign of Virgo, as well as anybody else who has a significant amount of Virgo in their charts. This is a general reading intended for all of the Virgos out there. It will resonate with the majority of you, but there are going to be a few of you that it does not resonate with. It's just not your reading, or the timing just isn't going to line up for you. I have a couple of little announcements. First of all, you'll notice my background has changed. My son and I are in the process of moving, so I am in a temporary location. I do recognize that I kind of look like I have a shade of blue going on in my skin. I don't know, maybe there's an alien influence coming in. And I also have mosquito bites, so if you see me frantically scratching, it's because the mosquitoes and black flies are out in full force. Because this location is out in the country, you may hear a couple of unusual noises coming through my microphone. We are on a lakefront property temporarily, and so boats are going by. The woodpeckers have been really active this morning as well. Okay, Virgo, let's tap into your energy. For those of you who are returning, you already know that I work with a number of different decks. For those of you who are new, I work with a number of different tarot and oracle decks, and I pull all of the cards initially, and I leave them all sitting face down until I'm actually ready to turn them over and read them. I find that this gives the reading a little bit more weight with regards to psychic and intuitive insights, rather than me already seeing the cards and being influenced by what the cards say is coming up. This way you get both what the cards are saying as well as the psychic and intuitive insights that are coming in. First card that we're going to pull for you is where you are at now, Virgo, while I'm pulling these cards here at the end of April. Okay. Have a card come out, but we did have kind of a messy pile go back into my hand. So that's an indication that for some of you, your energy is a little bit wonky. All right. Where are the Virgos at now? There we go. There we go. All right. We do have two cards that have come out for you. Let's have a look at what you are focusing on, Virgo. What are you focusing on? May 1st through the 15th, 2023. Virgo, what else are you focusing on? Is there anything else you're focusing on? Doesn't look like it. Okay. The next card that we're going to pull for you, Virgo, is going to be a card of difficult influences. Difficult influences. All right, we're going over here. Difficult influences for the Virgos, first half of May. What's coming up? There's one card flipped out. Is there anything else? Nope, doesn't seem to be. Yeah. All right. The next cards that we're going to pull for you, Virgo, are cards that just make sense. Now, these cards oftentimes are a confirmation or a double confirmation of other cards that have come up. They'll have the exact same meaning of other cards that come up during your reading. Or alternatively, if the first few cards that I start to pull or turn over for your reading seems kind of scattered, and it seems like it's not making sense. And all of a sudden we turn over the This Makes Sense card and it pulls everything together. So let's have a look at This Makes Sense. Where are we going? I'm getting pulled over here to the fairies. Oh, there's one card out already. And another one, right? Fairies, how many more cards do we need for This Makes Sense for the Virgos? Anything else? You can see they're going together in a very messy way here. Those coming out. Nope. They stuck back in. Don't go on the floor. I caught it. All right. So we do have 3 cards here that make sense for you. Just going to collect them up in the order in which they came out so that we can read them in the right order. The next card that we're going to pull for you is a card of, where are we going? Unexpected. That was unexpected. I do these readings, I don't know how many times, and yeah. All right. I am recording this fairly early in the morning, so maybe a little tired. What is unexpected for the Virgos coming up May 1st through the 15th? Unexpected. Where are we going? We're going over here. Unexpected. We almost had some pop out and then they decided to stay. Unexpected. Oh. Okay. Lots of unexpected influences coming out here for you, Virgo. Wow. Okay. Let's try and get these together in the order in which they came out. All right. And the final cards that we're going to pull for you is your general overall outcome. And the general overall outcome cards are where you are predicted to be at come the middle of the month and what energies will be influencing you at that time. General overall outcome. Is there anything else for the Virgos? General overall outcome for middle of May 2023. Anything else? Wow. Okay. So we only have the one card for your general overall outcome. Sounds like you're going to be a little bit more balanced. All right. Let's try and pick these cards up. Where are you at now? Joy and delight and grounding. Open your heart to new joy. Okay. Virgo, this is a card of, for a time recently, I feel like you've been a little bit closed off and have pulled back from really truly experiencing life. You know, almost, I get the sense that some of you have almost been cocooning, pulling back, not really experiencing life, not being present in your life. And this is a card that you're being asked to come back and really experience your emotions, experience joy in particular. I'm picking up that for some of you, the dominant emotions that you have been experiencing in the last, I've got 4 to 6. So I want to say 4 to 6 weeks. Okay, for some of you, it's 4 to 6 months. For some of you, it's 4 to 6 weeks. It's definitely not 4 to 6 years. But for the last 4 to 6 weeks or months, yeah. Okay, timing. Timing when we're doing psychic readings things move in the ethereal realm at a different rate of speed than the things move here on the earthly plane. And that's why timing is really, really difficult for psychics. Some psychics get really, really good at amalgamating the time in the ethereal realm with our timelines and predicting when things are going to come up. Others, not so much. Like I said, the numbers that are coming up in my head, 4 to 6, 4 to 6, 4 to 6, it just keeps repeating. And I'm having difficulty determining if it's the last 4 to 6 months or the last 4 to 6 weeks. But in general, Virgos, what I'm picking up is the last 4 to 6, fill in the blank. Many of you have been experiencing depression, sadness, anxiety. Some of you are experiencing some anger, but that the anger is less so. And this card is reminding you that joy and delight are emotions as well. And you seem to have forgotten about them. And this card is an invitation for you to bring those back into your life. Joy and delight. Joy, delight, love, laughter. Go all in with the positive emotions. So many of us forget that there are literally hundreds of emotions that we can feel and sense and experience every day. And instead, we choose to concentrate or narrow in or focus on the negative emotions. Not surprising. I mean, vision has a tendency to tell us what to feel. And a lot of what they tell us to feel is not positive. And Virgo, you're being told and reminded right now. There's another emotion out there. In fact, there's 2 more emotions right here, joy and delight. And you are being invited to welcome those back into your life right now. You also have the grounding card. Go deep and explore your roots. This is a really important card for you right now, Virgo, because like I said, if you have been cocooning, you have probably been watching a lot of television, and the television has been encouraging you to live outside of yourself, experience emotions that are not your emotions. The television has been showing you things that are unrealistic. And so you're being called upon to go deep, ground yourself, get back in touch with who you are. And when you do that, joy and delight will return to your life as well. What are you focusing on? New vision. This is actually not that unexpected, Virgo. If you have not been experiencing the joy and delight that you deserve, that you are entitled to, if you're not going deep and really, really looking deeply at who you are, Virgo, then you'd be missing out. And the fact that you're waking up to this right now is an indication that new vision is yours. This is what you're focusing on. Now, the new vision card from the Osho Zen deck corresponds to the Hanged Man in the traditional tarot. And the Hanged Man is all about seeing things from a different perspective, right? The Hanged Man is not a negative card by any stretch of the imagination. The Hanged Man is about us getting up on the monkey bars when we were little kids and looping our legs through that bar and then flipping upside down and looking at everything from upside down. Remember that different perspective? Remember how different things looked? And yes, the blood would all rush to our heads and we'd sit up and we'd be a little bit dizzy afterwards. But it was exciting to be able to see things from that different perspective. And that's what this card is about for you right now, Virgo. new vision. See things in a different way, see things in a different light. And that's what I was talking about before I even turned this card over. That's what I was talking about with these two cards, is that right now you're being called upon to see things in a different way. Come out of that cocoon, come out of that hibernation that you've been in, Virgo. Dig deep, find out who you are, and experience the positive emotions as well. Difficult influences, the island and detachment. Right. If you are cocooning yourself, Virgo, if you've been living in this hole and sitting back and eating Doritos and watching Netflix and fully withdrawn from society, it stands to reason that one of your difficult influences this month, as you're being called upon to get out there and re-experience joy and delight, to reground yourself, dig deep, figure out who you are rather than sitting in front of the TV, rather than being told by a religious leader or a teacher or a professor or a mom or a dad, rather than being told who you are. You're being called upon to discover who you are yourself. You are focusing on this new vision. This is your focus. But it stands to reason that you would be called back to this island of detachment. Why? Because this is comfort zone. Virgo, when we live in our comfort zones, we don't grow. We don't live. Life is routine and gray, and honestly, a little bit boring. Sure, it's comfortable, but you're not actually living. Okay, so this is what you are going to have as a difficult influence for May 1st through May 15th, Virgo, is this yearning or this pull back to detachment, right? Because it's your comfort zone. You don't have to go back here. And in fact, you're encouraged not to go back. What makes sense for you? You have the Three of Autumn, the King of Winter, and you have the Ace of Summer. All right, the Three of Autumn is about following your passions. Follow your passion. Does that make sense? Right? When we're working towards feeling an emotion other than what is perceived as negative emotions, being depression, anger, withdrawal, all of those things, when we are being encouraged to come back into joy and delight, when we're starting that work, that deep dive into who we are and what we believe, when we are seeing things from a new perspective and opening ourselves up to a new vision, it stands to reason that we need to find what we are passionate about. In particular, when it comes to job and career. And there was another zodiac sign that I did the reading for earlier, and their message was, if your sole reason for going to work every day is for a paycheck, you're not living. You have to find what you are passionate about, and then it's no longer work. And then the financial abundance begins to flow in. So this Three of Autumn coming up is really talking about find what you love and do it. And initially, it's not going to pay the bills. And I speak from personal experience here, Virgo. I'm passionate about what I do. I love what I do now. Did it pay my bills for a long time? Absolutely not. It had to be a side gig. Okay. Now this is what I do, and I absolutely love it. Find what you love and do it. You have the King of Winter coming in. The King of Winter can represent unemotional relationships. It can represent being detached. Oh, Uh-oh. So remember what I said, the this makes sense cards are oftentimes cards that have identical meanings to other cards in your reading. And in this case, the King of Winter, also known as the King of Swords, is probably one of the most detached cards emotionally, or represents a character who is probably the most emotionally detached character in the tarot deck. And you got it here. Okay. So Virgo, this is about reconnecting with your emotions, reconnecting with who you are, and reconnecting with positivity. The other thing that the King of Winter can represent as well is someone coming in to act as a mentor or a helper to pull you out of this funk that you have been in. Okay. I really sense for a lot of you, you're in this, life is heavy, life is hard place. And all of this is saying, no more. You're done. Pull yourself out of it. But it's work to pull yourself out of it. And if you keep falling back into this detachment and into these unemotional relationships, you're making your life more difficult than it needs to be. So therefore, find your passion. The other card that you have is the Ace of Summer, also known as the Ace of Cups. This is all about new beginnings, new relationships, rebirth of a current relationship. Potentially, if you're already in a committed relationship, this can indicate that you are throwing some new spice at that relationship. If you are single, it's an indication that there could be someone new coming in. And for some of you, this card can also represent a spiritual awakening. Either way, the Ace of Summer, Ace of Cups, represents new beginnings, and it represents new beginnings on a really positive level and an emotional level. Okay. Unexpected. Now we've got quite a pile here. Oh, wait for important information. You've got the Oracle coming up. See beyond the current situation. Unexpected. You know what? This card is really not unexpected. If you've got the New Vision card coming in, then you obviously need to see beyond the current situation, right? If you're focusing on a new vision, you're going to see beyond the current situation. You're going to become that seer. Oh, Virgo. Remember what I said? I don't turn these cards over until I'm ready to actually read them. This whole reading has been about what? And I've said it 4 or 5 times. It's about getting back in touch with your emotions, specifically positive emotions. Oh, look, you've got the Water Guardian. Read the bottom of that card. Connect with your emotions. I'm hoping that this is coming into focus here. Connect with your emotions. I can't make this stuff up, Virgo. How much more accurate can we possibly be? Here is your confirmation, right? I've been saying you've got to stop being detached. You've got the King of Winter over here, and you're this makes sense, being this emotionally detached character. And in your unexpected insights and influences, you're being reminded, connect with your emotions, reconnect with your emotions. Imagine how powerful that can be for you. You've got the Broken Arrow. Broken Arrow is the energy of peace coming in. When we have to, sorry, mosquito bites. When we need to reacquaint ourselves with our emotions, when we have suppressed our emotions, when we've been cocooning ourselves, coming out of that can make us feel really, really uncomfortable. And when we're uncomfortable, sometimes we can be a little bit more aggressive than we should be. And so this card is saying during the period between May 1st and May 15th, remember to embrace peace, embrace the energy of peace. Okay. If you see people in conflict with each other, This is not about you playing peacekeeper, but it is about not diving in and getting involved in somebody else's conflict. Because let me tell you, if you dive in and get involved in somebody else's conflict instead of playing the role of peacekeeper, this is probably going to escape you. And this, your new vision, will definitely escape you, as will your Ace of Summer. Okay. So maintain peace in your life. And the final card in your unexpected insights and influences is the Spirit Fox. Trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. Okay. All right. Final overall outcome is totality. Virgo, this is about going all in. You can't do this half-assed. Sorry, that just kind of came out. You can't have a new vision and look towards a new life if a part of you is continuing to be detached, if a part of you is continuing to be unemotional. This is a case of you can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to go all in, Virgo. And when you go all in to these two things, your joy and delight, and to your grounding, beautiful, amazing things are going to happen. When you trust yourself, trust your talents, you're going to see beyond the current situation, connect with your emotions. When you connect with your emotions, go all in. All right. I'm going to leave it off there. Thank you so much for joining me, Virgo. I hope that you'll join me again at the middle of May for your next reading.